In this video, I'll show how to send and receive Epic Cash with Ledger Live Desktop. I'll start by going to the fork of Ledger Live that includes Epic Cash support. Then I'll go to its releases. Here's where you can download Ledger Live Desktop for Linux, Mac OS, Windows, and Ledger Live Mobile for Android. But first, I'll install the Epic Cash app onto my hardware wallet by going to this link. Here's where you can install the app onto your hardware wallet. The Epic Cash app is dependent on the MimbleWimble Coin app, so I'll first install the MimbleWimble Coin app. I can do that by clicking on its button, selecting my device, and following the on-screen instructions. Once that's done, I can install the Epic Cash app in the same way. Now that the Epic Cash app is installed on my hardware wallet, I'll go back to the previous screen and download Ledger Live Desktop. I'll skip ahead to once the software is installed and opened. Now that I have Ledger Live Desktop open, I can add an account by clicking on the Add Account button. I'll choose to add an Epic Cash account and proceed. I'll be prompted to export the root public key from my hardware wallet so that Ledger Live Desktop can search for any of my existing Epic Cash transactions. Once it's done syncing, I can finish adding my Epic Cash account. Now I'll send some Epic Cash to Ledger Live Desktop. I have the Epic Cash GUI wallet open with some Epic Cash to send. So I'll click the Send button and enter the amount to send. Ledger Live Desktop can only receive Epic Cash by file, so I'll choose to create an offline transaction. I'll save the transaction file and go back to Ledger Live Desktop to receive it. To do that, I'll click on the Receive button and choose to receive to my Epic Cash account. I'll be prompted to verify an address on my hardware wallet. This address can be used for payment proofs, which this transaction isn't using. From here, I'll choose to open the transaction file that I saved earlier. I'll be prompted to confirm receiving the transaction on my hardware wallet. Here I can verify the transaction's amount, fee, kernel features, and sender's payment proof address. After approving the transaction on my hardware wallet, I'll be shown the transaction response that I'll need to finalize in the Epic Cash GUI wallet. So I'll save the response to a file. And back in the Epic Cash GUI wallet, I'll choose to finalize an offline transaction. I'll choose the transaction response that I saved earlier to finish sending the payment. In the Epic Cash GUI wallet, I can see the details for that transaction. And in Ledger Live Desktop, I can also see the details for that transaction, like its amount and fee. I'll skip ahead to once the transaction is confirmed on-chain. Now I'll send some Epic Cash from Ledger Live Desktop to the Epic Cash GUI wallet. I'll click on the Send button and choose to send from my Epic Cash account. Ledger Live Desktop can send Epic Cash to an HTTP address, Tor address, or by file. I'll enter the Epic Cash GUI wallet's HTTP address and proceed. I'll enter the amount to send and proceed. I'll be prompted to confirm sending the transaction on my hardware wallet. Here I can verify the transaction's amount, fee, kernel features, and recipient's payment proof address. I'll approve the transaction on my hardware wallet to finish sending the payment. I can view the transaction's details just like before. And in the Epic Cash GUI wallet, I'll refresh the transactions list so that I can view the transactions details there as well. And that's how to send and receive Epic Cash with Ledger Live Desktop.